So we're here with Stephen, and before I get to this, you are a hero for a lot of kids, and how was that transition when you decide, okay, I want to be part of this new franchise?
I mean, it happened really, really fast. I was trying to get a movie for my hiatus between season 3 and season 4 of Arrow, and Turtles was something that was on the radar. But I wasn't confident that I would be able to do it because I have such a small window and it is such a big movie. When we found out, when the studio essentially approved the idea of bringing me in to test because I was going to be available to do it, it all happened very, very fast. I went into a spot in Vancouver and I said to the guy, I'm like, look man, I need to throw down a tape for Casey Jones and I need to get it to the producers in LA in an hour. Let's go. And we did it, then I tested with Megan, then they called me up, and the next thing you know, here we are.
It's the Halloween parade, bro. It's like the one night of the year where we fit in. Cool.
Get back here.
How do you see that underground approach of a city in the Turtle story?
I think this is really, I think this movie is a lot of fun because I think that, you know, there's always been an aspect of the Turtles that, you know, they've been taught to exist in the shadows and to sort of stay removed, but when you care so much for something, you know, even if you are entirely selfless, it is sort of difficult to, you know, to remain faceless and to let other people, in this instance, in a very funny way with Will Arnett's character, take the credit for what you've already done. So I think that you know, being out of the shadows, being in the spotlight for the Turtles is where they belong. And that's going to create a really fun atmosphere for this movie.
What's your name?
Casey Jones.
Hey.
Are you two guys like a thing?
And now explain a little bit how's the interaction between you and that environment.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty funny. That's the scene that I actually auditioned with. The first time that I see the Turtles, I mean, what would anyone think of 4 giant Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I think they're aliens. I think they're going to eat us. And so that was one of the first scenes that I had to shoot actually, and that was a good place to sort of kick off Casey Jones because he's so manic in that scene. That kind of informed everything else I'm doing with the character.
And then you have done a lot of fight.
Yeah.
What was the difference between the fights and this?
Well, I wanted to make sure in the way that the characters are different, I wanted to make sure that the fighting styles are different because, you know, if Oliver Queen was trained, you know, by all these people over 5 years, Casey Jones has probably had like basic police training and maybe got into a fight during a hockey match, right? So he needed to be more of a brawler, and I think we did it. I think we sort of nailed the idiosyncratic elements of how Casey would fight.
Where'd it go?
What would be the funny part that you will say to people to go watch it? Why is that funny approach to it?
It's just a fun movie. It's a fun movie if you're a fan of it growing up and you want to go see it for nostalgia, go see it. You know, if you're a dad with a young kid, go see it. If you're, you know, somewhere in the middle, there's just a lot going on in this movie. And if you're a longtime Turtle fan, there are some characters that we get to debut on screen that have never really been debuted on a live-action Turtle film. So come check out how we did it.
If the purple ooze can turn humans into animals, it could turn us into humans. And we don't have to be...
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.